Hi, in this video we are going to cover off the reporting section within Wi-Fi Marketing's Guest Wi-Fi software. So on the left hand side, if you basically go to the menu and select reports, and you'll come up with this page. The page itself covers off the essential reports, demographical data that the software has managed to capture. We also have extended reports and a list of any automations that your customers have received by our automation section. We also have a final report called Presence. Please note that Presence is only available to those customers who have Cisco Meraki access points at their venue. Should your business have multiple venues, you can either look at the different locations by simply selecting the location section and ticking those locations that you want to look at, or by simply selecting all locations. In this case, we are going to look at a demo account called McDonald's Times Square. All data that is highlighted within this report is demo data, and any personal identifiable information is fake within this demo. So as we can see how people have logged in to the Guest Wi-Fi. We can see that nearly 19% of people have logged in using email, 35% using Facebook, and 46% using a text message. We can see how many people have also used the Guest Wi-Fi in total, and we can also see those returning guests and new guests. Further down, we get to see the trend, so how many guest visitors have came and logged onto the Wi-Fi over a certain given time period. We also get to break down in terms of the returning guests and new guests and all users. And then if we just go back across the top, we can look at further demographical data. So we can look at the type of email address that's being used. We also get to see the gender breakdown, male to female. And we also get to see the customer's email address and how they've logged in. Again, this is all fake data. And where we can, we will also pull off the device operating system, the device browser, the guest by device operating system, the guest by device browser, and the guest device type. We also finally get to see what country people have travelled from to effectively use your Guest Wi-Fi. Please note that some of these reports are dependent upon the manufacturer of the hardware of the mobile device. So sometimes these reports will not display based upon security settings. We can also download the data. So at the top right hand corner, we can export data into a spreadsheet. We can also look at different reports from an hourly, a daily and weekly. And you just basically change them by selecting. And we've also got the time picker, so we can look at today's reports, yesterday, last 7, last 30, this month, last month, or a custom range. We also have the ability as well to look at a different way of the information, so you can have it in chart format or a grid format. And again, these reports, you can see all of these can be changed, and you can also download as a spreadsheet each individual report if you so wish to. In the extended data, we also have that data which is just slightly more in depth, so we can look at any revenue that's been generated across the venue, so people who have paid to use the Wi-Fi. Also the guest session time in seconds and the total time spent will all be displayed within these reports across this particular page. Next we have automations, and again any automations that have been sent within the portal will be listed within this section. And as you can see here, it just takes a little bit of time to pull the data off, but we get to see any automations that's been processed, how many have been a success, and any errors that's occurred. And then we can also see the amount of emails that's been sent, the amount of emails that's been opened, along with the open rate, and we also have the clicked and the click-through rate based as a percentage as well. And again, you can hover over that in graphical format to get further detail. And then finally, if your venue has Cisco Meraki wireless access points, we are also able to gain presence data. However, it is vitally important that you do have Cisco Meraki access points for us to basically capture this data. And this basically gives an overview of the number of passers-by at the venue, the number of visitors, and also those that have physically connected to your Guest Wi-Fi network. And again, we have that presence data built into a heat map, so we get to see how many people have been online at a certain given time period. And again, we have it across the actual weekday as well. But please note that you do have to have Cisco Meraki wireless access points in order to benefit from this feature. So that's a short video on our reporting section within the Wi-Fi marketing Guest Wi-Fi software. Thanks for watching.